Next up is the author of This Is Me, Bipolar-Free, Heal Your Mental Illness and Create Your Authentic Life, Kate LaBrosse. Kate, come on out here. Thanks for joining me on the red carpet. I want to talk about This Is Me, Bipolar-Free. Yeah. I've been saving up some questions for you.
Okay.
This is a very personal story. Okay. It's a personal journey. It's a very vulnerable book, a very powerful, important book. You could have done a lot of things other than write this book. So why did you write it? Who is it for?
Well, this book is a book that's been in me for 10 years. So I was diagnosed with bipolar and have been symptom and medication free for 10 years. And so I have always known that there was this story to tell. And this book is for anyone who's dealing with a mental illness, who's dealing with trauma, who is looking to create a life for themselves that is different from where it's at today. For someone who has really sort of exhausted what they can in the traditional therapy world with medications. It's kind of a roller coaster when you're on mental health medications. It's a constant adjustment. It is a constant tweaking to try to get it right. And the frustrating thing is that there isn't really a belief system around healing these disorders. It is a management. And so I'm here to tell people that that's not true.
Yeah, and this is the thing that's so powerful. I've been saving up this question to ask you, but is that even if you come to believe, maybe I can heal this,
right?
Your family, people who love you, your doctor, everyone around you is going to tell you, get your, head out of the sky. If you're lucky, you can manage this with the right cocktail of drugs.
Right. Yeah, that was my personal experience for sure. My family was supportive, but they didn't know how to be supportive because there is no textbook around this. I had a psychiatrist once. I went into his office and I brought him all this research on fish oil. And I didn't know anything about it. It was a new world for me, but I found all these things about how healthy fats can really help heal the brain. And he slid those papers back across the desk and said, I can't help you with that. And it was at that moment that I knew that I was really in this journey by myself and was going to have to figure this out on my own. And so it was, years of finding my way through that, and I did.
Yeah. Well, this is the question I've been saving up. I hope you are still here, Tasha. Tasha from Florida asks, how do I stop focusing on the possibility that I may surpass my family and friends with the success of my book and my business? How do I get over my fear of success? It's a big one, right? I think that holds so many of us back.
It's a big one, and I think that that's probably, what held me back for 10 years. Because I guess I know that I am going to be successful in this, and I know that my story is going to reach so many people and is going to change lives. And the second I told that story in a public way, nothing would be the same.
Yeah.
And so, for me, it was, one of the authors talked about it, but there is that feeling where your body talks to you and tells you. And it became so big inside of me that I had to find an outlet for it. And that this is just my path. This is where I need to go.
So this is a hint for anybody who's thinking about applying. One of the things we look for is, we call it the "my book is waking me up at night" quality.
Yeah.
It's almost like the book is insisting it be written. We get so many applications, and one of the ways we know the right people to work with is when they'll say, my book is keeping me up at night. I know this book is getting written one way or another.
Yeah.
And I know that was the case for you. This is such a powerful story. If you know or love anyone who is dealing with mental illness, especially one like bipolar that has so much stigma and so much heaviness around it, this is a book that will change lives, will change futures and families. Get a copy of this, share it with someone you love. This Is Me, Bipolar-Free, Heal Your Mental Illness and Create Your Authentic Life. Kate LaBrosse, thank you so much for being brave enough to tell this story.
Thank you.